All right, those of you that are coming from the last video, I'm just getting right into it. Let me move this guitar out of the way. Hope I don't run out of space as well on my phone. Let's start at the bottom. So I've got some PS4 games here. Not a lot of room, so I am stacking now. What are some of the significant ones in this collection? Definitely Outer Wilds here, the physical copy from Limited Run. Very happy to own that. That's one of my favorite games. Shout out to Cody for pretty much begging me to play this game on PC. It is so good. So had to pick it up. What else? I think this is another Limited Run game. Yeah, Symphony of the Night, Rondo of Blood. That is a pretty expensive game as well. The Bit Trip. This might be something I'd actually play on stream, although I don't have a way to stream it currently with my setup. Other than that, yeah, those I would say are the significant ones. There's still a lot of these that I need to play. Untitled Goose Game as well is really cool. Moving over here. Actually, we should stick with Sony. So, up here, PS5. I have left the most room here because Switch 2's got those game key cards and they're really stupid, and I think they're dumb. So, I primarily purchase my new games on PS5, so I know I'm going to be picking up a lot of them. Significant titles, Expedition 33, so good. Definitely play it if you haven't had the chance to play it. Elden Ring, I've put things face forward that are like significant titles. We have the Outer Wilds again. Turns out that, I knew that was going to happen. Turns out, this is not limited run. I think you could buy this right now. So this is a physical copy of the game that comes with the DLC as well. So I'm a big fan of that game, so I will buy every physical copy of it that comes out for PlayStation. What else? The Messenger. This game's really good. This is a sealed copy. I actually played it on the Switch from the library and found out that game was really good. So I'll get around to playing that. I just love cats, as you could tell from the one cat picture here. And this is actually a pretty expensive copy to get. An expensive version of The Witcher to get is the PS5 Complete Edition for some reason. Okay, well, I guess I should have done PS2 next, huh? But anyways, we're on PS2 here. Got both the Ape Escapes, Armored Core 2, missing a lot of Armored Core games, but I wanted to play through this before I really dove into that series, I guess. They're pretty expensive, so want to make sure I like them before doing that. Got God of War 2 here. Surprised I don't have God of War 1. Dragon Quest 8. This is a game I'd love to stream. It's called Guitaru Man. I saw it at the store. It was a pricey pickup, however, it's just so weird I had to have it. And I figured it would make for a good stream game. Similar to Parappa the Rapper 2. Just weird, obscure rhythm games are definitely the type of thing I want to stream. What else? Missing Grandia 2. Missing Suikoden 3. And the Xenosagas as well. But I do have all these Silent Hills as well. I am missing Silent Hill 1 on PlayStation 1. You'll see later. But yeah, I do have a pretty good PlayStation 2 collection, I would say. Very happy with that. I'm also pretty happy with this. It's not super big, but on top I ran out of room. I have Blinks the Time Sweeper. Need to pick up the second one. Really significant titles here, I would say Simpsons Hit and Run. You can play that on your 360. Conquer. This game, I sold it to GameStop when I was a kid. and I regretted it. And as you can tell, I sell nothing to GameStop anymore. Nothing. I keep it all now. You never know when you're going to want to play something, and then, you know, obviously, like, if I needed the cash, I would sell this stuff, but I probably wouldn't sell it to GameStop either way. Another pretty significant title, Ninja Gaiden Black. This was a really minty copy that I found at a game store near me. Everything else, you know, Xbox is really cheap and easy to collect for, so unfortunately I don't have too many Xbox games, but that may change in the future. I guess we can go to 360 now. Sticking with Microsoft. Now let's do Xbox One here. Not gonna lie, there's not a whole lot of like really crazy things I have. Blasphemous, really cool game. I played a little bit of it. Note for that game, play it in Spanish with English subtitles if you don't speak Spanish. That's a little hack to make that game way cooler. It's the only series game that I own right now. Halo Infinite, still sealed because I just have no desire to play it, really. Other than that, there's really not anything all that crazy for Xbox One here. But here is the collection of games. If you have any questions about any of the games, just, you know, shoot them in the comments. Any games you wish you had, I guess, or like any games that I should have, please let me know. And yeah, or games you didn't realize were a thing. Like this one, maybe. 50 Cent, Blood on the Sand, and Afro Samurai. These I would say are some of the, like, the weirdest games I own, just in terms of like titles. Like, why does 50 Cent have video games? He has 2. It's crazy. Those are pretty significant. Azura's Wrath, really good game. The BioShock games, the Borderlands games. I'm looking for a Game of the Year version of this. It's pretty hard to find. Band Hero, of course, a staple. This is my girlfriend's, I think. This Backyard Sports. So that's there. What else? I think that's it for this row in terms of like significant stuff. I am trying to collect all the Call of Duties for Xbox, so it's a fun little challenge. Here, what else? Fable, the Platinum Hits version of 2. This one comes with the DLC on the disc, the Platinum Hits version. Just to, you know, be on the lookout for that if you're interested. I feel like I need a Game of the Year version of this, similar to this Ultimate Edition of Fallout. Guitar Hero games, same deal. Got Van Halen up here too. Came with the Guitar Hero 5 pre-order. Then Orange Box, bunch of Halo games. This game is awesome. What else? Really want to try this game out. I've heard good things about this series. And then a bunch of Resident Evil stuff, Rock Band games, and of course, staple in everyone's collection, Ride to Hell Retribution. One of the best $10 I've ever spent. That game is terrible, but I have played through it many times on stream, for those of you that know. Bought a bunch of Rock Band track packs here. Got the Simpsons game, Spider-Man's, what else? Splatterhouse. This game is bad. However, you can unlock the ability to play the original Splatterhouse games. So that game is somewhat expensive because of that. X-Men Origins Wolverine as well is a pretty expensive title. And then for those of you that are a fan of Geometry Wars, be on the lookout for the Xbox Live Arcade Unplugged, because that is one of the only ways, maybe the only way to play it, like a physical copy of that game. So if for whatever reason it becomes impossible to find, be on the lookout for that. All right, got my Wii section here. This is getting weird. Okay, so that Bit Trip game, this is, so I bought this first. This is a sealed copy of it. Then the price of this game went up like way too much, so now I'm like not interested in opening it. So the Bit Trip, I believe, is the same game as the Bit Trip Complete. So this is a limited run, I think, but it's way cheaper. I think this was like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, whereas this is like 100 plus. So yeah, this game Baroque I've heard is good. This game, Fortune Street, is Monopoly on crack. Honestly, I recommend playing it. There is like a little bit of a learning curve to it, but once you get used to it, it's pretty fun. Another significant game, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. What else? Mario Party 9 gets a bad rap, but I actually think it's pretty fun. I've got the Metroid Prime trilogy. I need the slipcover. I don't really need it, but I would love to have the slipcover for that. Then I've got some Pikmin games. Got Pikmin 2. This one's sealed. I'll probably open that up. Is this one sealed too? Okay, good. It's not. Silent Hill, Shattered Memories. A little bit of staining on this one, so a box upgrade would be cool one of these days, but I doubt I will get that. And then of course Mario Galaxies. This game, Mario Galaxy, is probably the game I want to play the most on this console. And then some Wii Sports, and then of course Wii Sports. I gotta get the boxed version so I can display it too. Okie doke. Gamecube, definitely the most expensive part of the collection, I would say. Pretty much everything here is worth a good amount. Alien Hominid, Chibi Robo, Eternal Darkness, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, Luigi's Mansion. I've got 2 versions of Mario Kart. That has the price. I did not pay for it on there, but that includes the bonus disc, and I paid less than that for it, I assure you. But yeah, I've got 2 copies of that, all the Mario parties, all the Zeldas as well for GameCube, all Black Label. This came with my GameCube back in the day, bundled in. I'm missing the Mario Baseball, but I've got Twin Snakes. I've got both copies of Metroid Prime, the one with the bonus disc and the one without. Paper Mario, Coliseum bonus disc, Gale of Darkness, all these Resident Evil games that are going up in price for some reason. Sunshine, Melee, Beautiful Joe, Wario World, and then I've got some Player's Choice. I think that's what these are called, right? Player's Choice. Yeah, I've got some Player's Choice games that are just filling the space right now. But yeah, most of my Player's Choice games are in the backlog. I'm trying to keep it all Black Label, my collection. So it'll be nice to get a couple more games to fill this shelf. Okie doke. Next up, we've got some cartridge stuff. So just really quick, it's N64 titles. It's Perfect Dark behind Paper Mario, Pokemon Snap, Kirby, Ocarina of Time, Rampage 1 and 2, 64, StarCraft 64, Super Mario 64, Smash Bros, Turok, and Yoshi's Story so far. So I have 2 spaces for Bomberman Hero and Bomberman Second Attack. I'm hoping to have those in my collection at some point in the future. They're like the only 2 Japanese games I own, a Mario Kart and a Mario Party. And the reason I own these games back here is to swap the backs, which I haven't done yet, but you need to swap the back of these cartridges with an American or NTSC version of it, like this NASCAR, something in English, and then it'll work on an English N64. Little life hack for you. So you can buy these games probably for like a couple bucks at your local game store, and then you'll be able to play Japanese games. NES, got Battletoads, Zelda. Had to get Battletoads because I worked at GameStop. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is probably my favorite game on the console. And then Mario Bros. 1 and 3. And then this Turtles arcade game is really good too. The only arcade game, the only Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, the only game that I want to collect physically for this is the Manhattan Project, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's the only game I'm really looking out for NES. I pretty much use the NES Mini to play the rest of them. Then we got some Super Nintendo games. These are not well displayed. Turtles in Time, Super Metroid, Mario World, Mario RPG, Kirby Superstar, Final Fantasy III. Still trying to find a decent copy of 2. Then we have Aladdin, Donkey Kong Country 1 through 3, F-Zero, Illusion of Gaia, A Link to the Past, Star Fox, Mario All-Stars, another Mario World, Punch-Out, and Super Bomberman over there. So yeah. And my goodness, I have a lot of games. Okay, 3DS. Probably my least played system. I don't think I have beaten a single one of these games. I'm going to be real with you. I guess Vita would be my least played system because I'm just starting that collection there. But the first game I'm going to play is A Link Between Worlds. I hear it's very good. I've tested all these games out, and, you know, they're good. Probably a Pokemon game too, honestly. But yeah, I just haven't gotten around to playing it. I'm working on beating, moving up here, I'm working on beating Heart Gold right now. But yeah, here's the DS section as well. Ever growing. These are sealed. I plan to open those at some point, unless I find some cheaper versions. And then this Dragon Quest IV is sealed. I will not be opening that. That's just on display to make some room. Then I've got 9. It's in this plastic wrap. I should probably plastic wrap something else. Most recent pickup, Chinatown Wars. That I've heard is very good. But yeah, after I beat Heart Gold, I don't know what the next game I'm going to play is. Probably Phoenix Wright. Okay, let's go down here. Now, we have collector's editions. Not all the collector's editions I own, but just some overflow of collector's editions and metal cases and stuff. Yeah, Expedition 33 again. If you haven't played it, play it. It's very good. And then I've got a sealed copy of Guitar Hero 1 for PlayStation 2, because of course I do. Love that game. This is my Persona shelf. There is not much to it, but yeah, these 2 games are pretty nice. That game in particular is pretty tough to find. And then this game is a sealed copy of Persona 3. I've got 3, what is it called? Persona 3 Reload that I'm going to play instead. So that'll just remain sealed. I'm currently playing through the first Persona. It's a bit weird, but I kind of like it. So yeah, that's where I'm at with these games. Not quite sure if I'm going to get like super into them, but they're just really cool to have in the collection. Okay, up here we've got a copy of Earthbound and Chrono Trigger. These are 2 games I would love to have CIB one day. We will see if that ever happens. And then these stickers are from the game store that I used to go to, and it closed down. And every once in a while you'd look in a box and like a disc would just have like a sticky note with literally these on it that just make sure I didn't damage that when I like poked it. But yeah, just to indicate that the game works. And then yeah, behind them is, these 2 are from my childhood. These are the Game Boys that I played, the boxes they came in, and then that I picked up recently. They're all empty right now. Up here, some of my favorite games. Ocarina of Time. I'm actually working through playing it. I just love it already, so, you know, had to pick up the box for it. Mario 64, I got the Japanese version of it. Forgot I had that, so technically I do have more than 2 Japanese games. And then Mario 64, the English version 2. Then A Link to the Past, boxed, all these CIB. This spot is reserved for Conker's Bad Fur Day CIB as well. Looking out for that. More Mario up here. Yeah, the box for that Mario 64 is right there on the left. And then Mario Bros. 3. That's from my brother and I's childhood. And then I picked this up because I saw that they were only releasing it for a certain amount of time. Whoops, that's about to fall over. That's totally gonna fall over. Oh God. Stay. Make it lean more. There we go. Yeah, this is a sealed copy of this game. This game's really expensive now because Nintendo is stupid and took it off the eShop. So if you don't have a physical copy of it and you never downloaded it, you're screwed and you need to pay a lot for it. It's dumb. Nintendo is dumb sometimes. Okay. Last but not least, definitely my favorite part of the bookshelf are these Game Boy games. This is currently my Pokemon CIB collection for Game Boy. These 2 are from my childhood. These 2, unfortunately, are not. But yeah, eventually I want to get all of them. As you can tell, I have some very ambitious games I want to pick up. The only other thing I couldn't display is this pinball right here. And then some other games. This game's really good, Iridian 2. This game is really bad. Really bad. This is my copy from childhood. I do not like it at all. Some Zelda games, Mario Golf, that game's fun. What else? Over here, some Zelda stuff and Golden Sun. Reserving a spot for Link's Awakening DX box. That's where that will go. And then this is my copy from childhood of Oracle of Seasons. It's the first Zelda game I ever beat. It's so good. So good. And then I beat this, I think 2 years ago, last year. Another really good one. Buggy, but good. And then I've got all the Mario games for, like, Super Mario games, I think, for Game Boy. And I don't have the Game Boy Color one, but for Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, I don't really like the Game Boy Color one. The Mario Bros. Deluxe, I think is what it's called. So yeah, this one is super good. And then this one is not as good, but more nostalgic, because it's like the first Mario I played outside of, or the first Mario I played on Game Boy. Last but not least, my original Xbox box. I don't have the system anymore, and it's fine. 360 and backwards compatibility for Xbox is so great. That's the Legendary Edition of Halo Reach. The statue's in there. Maybe one day I'll set that up. It's a replacement Nintendo 64, just in case that one breaks over there. And, you know, it was in the box. It's really hard to just buy boxes for things. Store owner did not want to split it up, so I just got myself an extra N64 because I liked the box. The original PS2 I played. This is from my brother's childhood, and then that's my PS4 that I've played. I bought the Destiny bundle, and it looks so cool too, and I still have it. And then last but not least, moving over here, we have got Ogre Battle 64, Majora's Mask, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Again, I need a CIB copy of that, and then StarCraft 64. Still with the price on it. That is unfortunately the price I paid for it. The game is bad. However, I just have to buy StarCraft stuff. For those of you that know me and have been following me for a while, you know I'm like super into StarCraft, so. Okay, maybe I can zoom in for this one. Yeah, so we've got Ape Escape, Legacy of Kain, Symphony of the Night. Got the black label of that. It's way harder to angle the camera now. Chrono Cross, bunch of Crash games, Dragon Warrior 7. I apologize. I am going to zoom out so I don't keep doing that. So Final Fantasy games, 7 through 9. We've got Chronicles. This one has Chrono Trigger on it as well. That might be how I play Chrono Trigger. We'll see. A sealed copy of Final Fantasy Origins for some reason. Final Fantasy Tactics, Grandia, Metal Gear Solid, the VR missions. There's a copy of Ogre Battle for PS1. Parasite Eve, Parappa the Rapper, #1. Definitely be streaming that. Suikoden 1, and this was a big title, Suikoden 2. It's in pretty rough shape. I'd like to get a better version, better copy of that after saving up money. And then Xenogears as well. I actually bought this at a heavy discount, brand new. So I actually opened this. This is probably the last PlayStation game I will ever open in my entire life, because it was basically worth less than a opened copy, brand new, and I wanted to play it. The only reason it was worth less was because a disc was shaking around in it, and I just figured it's probably not that bad, and I opened it up and it looked better than the disc that was moving around looked better than the disc that wasn't, which is kind of weird. But yeah, that's it. There's more to my collection. However, yeah, I don't really feel like going all over the house, but this is the stuff that is the primary part of the collection that's here. Maybe I'll do an extended one when I have, everything in one place at some point in the future. But for now, these are the most significant titles and things that are in this room. So that's it. I'll be streaming, hopefully, all of them at some point to you guys, and getting through them. If not some good ones that I think will stream well and people can't backseat me too much. But I'll definitely be live at some point soon, streaming some games. So be on the lookout for that if you want to just come hang out. Chill vibes in my streams these days. Just hanging, just playing games, and clearing out the backlog. So yeah, really happy with the collection. As I've said in the past, a couple of videos here, the collection will continue to grow, and I'll keep updating you guys. If you want to see more content like this, let me know. You'll probably see it anyways, but you'll see more of it if you let me know. So that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. I will catch y'all live or on YouTube. I'm going to hit the stop button now. Goodbye.